Hashtag title, The Boundary Garden. Once upon a time in the bustling town of Whimsyville, there lived a kind-hearted and hard-working young woman named Maya. Maya was known throughout the town for her generosity and willingness to help others. From dawn to dusk, she was always on the move, helping neighbors with their chores, volunteering at the local shelter, and even running errands for the elderly. While everyone in Whimsyville adored Maya, she felt constantly drained and overwhelmed. Despite her best efforts, she could never seem to find a moment for herself. One day, after an especially exhausting week, Maya collapsed into bed, tears of frustration streaming down her face. As she drifted into a restless sleep, she found herself in a dream. In the dream, she was standing at the edge of a vast and overgrown garden. The garden was filled with tangled weeds, overgrown bushes, and wilted flowers. Just as she was about to turn away, a gentle voice called out to her. "Welcome, Maya," the voice said. Maya turned to see a wise and gentle figure standing before her, radiating a calming presence. "I am Willow, the guardian of the Boundary Garden. This garden represents your life." Maya looked around in confusion. "My life? But it's such a mess." Willow nodded. "Indeed it is. But that's because you have not set any boundaries. Just as a garden needs fences and pathways to thrive, so does your life need boundaries to flourish." Maya listened intently as Willow continued. "You give so much to others that you have forgotten to care for yourself. By setting boundaries, you can create space for your well-being and ensure that your energy is not depleted." Willow handed Maya a small, shining trowel. "This trowel represents your ability to set boundaries. Use it to clear the weeds and create space for the things that truly matter to you." Determined to transform the garden, Maya began to work. She used the trowel to dig up the weeds of overcommitment and the overgrown bushes of guilt. With each weed she pulled, she felt a weight lift from her shoulders. She planted new flowers of self-care, watered them with intention, and nurtured them with love. As the garden began to take shape, Maya noticed that it was becoming a place of beauty and tranquility. There were pathways that led to cozy nooks where she could read, meditate, and simply enjoy the peace. The flowers of self-care bloomed brightly, filling the air with their sweet fragrance. In her dream, days turned into weeks, and the Boundary Garden flourished under Maya's care. Willow reappeared, a proud smile on her face. "You have done well, Maya. Remember, setting boundaries is not about being selfish. It's about creating a balance that allows you to be your best self, both for yourself and for others." Maya woke up with a sense of clarity and purpose. She decided to put Willow's lessons into practice. She started by politely declining some of the endless requests for her time. She set specific times for her volunteer work and made sure to carve out moments each day just for herself. At first, it was challenging. Some people were surprised, and a few were even upset. But over time, they came to respect Maya's new boundaries. They saw how much happier and more energized she was. And Maya found that she had more to give, because she was no longer running on empty. As the weeks went by, Maya's real-life garden, her well-being, began to flourish just like in her dream. She had more energy, felt more fulfilled, and was able to enjoy her life without feeling overwhelmed. Word of Maya's transformation spread throughout Whimsyville, and soon others were inspired to create their own boundary gardens. The town became a place where everyone understood the importance of self-care and well-being, and where setting boundaries was seen as a strength, not a weakness. And so, Maya lived happily and healthily, tending to her boundary garden and enjoying the balance and peace it brought into her life. She never forgot Willow's wise words and was always ready to share the secret of her beautiful garden with anyone in need. The end.